Mary's Place started with a vision from two amazing co-founders, Michelle Gannon and Maria McKeon.
Michelle had the flu for about a week or so.
When she was sick, it was tough for my family, figuring it all out.
She has this idea. What happened if I was sick for a long time, particularly cancer?
She made the determination that women have so many hats they wear, both at home and at work, and when you layer in cancer, it becomes quite a challenge.
I just wanted to provide a space for them to feel free, to feel like they didn't have responsibilities, that they could just breathe.
So she gives me the whole concept. I said, it's a great concept, but look at the calendar. It's recession, and a lot of my friends said, it's a great idea, it's the wrong time. But I'm sure when she said it to Maria, Maria would just say, I'm in.
Michelle shared this idea and I said, I'm with you.
I'm with you. And she has, from the very beginning. It's taken on a lot of different life forms in supporting women, in supporting their families.
The first version was actually 2 homes ago.
There was a bed and breakfast on Ocean Avenue owned by the Caprillions. They were able to rent 2 of their rooms to Mary's Place so they could get started.
And when I was talking to them about what this mission might look like, Mr. Caprillion looked at me and said, how can I say no? And I said, we haven't raised a dime. And he was like, why don't you say you haven't raised $1? Like, he said, let's not start with change.
That's how it gets going. I say, okay, I think you're crazy. Well, what we didn't know, she has a hotline to Mother Mary in heaven. Without a doubt, whatever she needs, Mary gets it to her. And it's been proven over and over with hundreds of stories. One of the earlier ones was they get the phone call, woman's dying, she has family, and they need a place to stay.
She'd never had a family vacation.
And they needed just a certain hospital bed. Michelle says, we're just getting going with, I don't have all those things right now.
I just put the phone down and literally 10 minutes later, someone called and said, I have a hospital bed.
I have this hospital bed. I have this hospital bed.
And I said, how did you know that we were looking for one? And she said, I didn't know.
That's how it's been working for 10 years.
The second home we fell in love with.
It was so charming. It was small and intimate. And it was what we wanted to continue growing in. We want you to feel like you're in someone's home. We want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel like you can really just relax.
Relax and let the body heal.
So we're in the trenches, working very hard. I can just remember being utterly exhausted, but I couldn't wait to get to the next day to do it again. And then Hurricane Sandy came.
The whole office space was destroyed, all their files, their records, their computers just washed away.
A lot of damage to the building itself.
Walking into that house to see your washing machines tipped over, seeing that we couldn't see guests was heartbreaking. And I didn't know what to do. Should we stop the mission?
Eventually got to the post office, found a letter from the sister of one of our guests, and that letter said, my sister stayed with you, and I don't know what it's going to take for you to continue, but you have to continue, because the peace that you gave her that peace to go on. That was the message that we needed to say, okay, we'll keep going.
The next day, there they were, covered with mud, trying to salvage anything they could, hosing everything off.
And they were just determined to continue to fight through it. It took a while, but we made it.
I just have this passion that's so overwhelming that it guides me and it gives me a lot of courage. And to Maria, thank you. She is that person who doesn't say, no, I can't.
We're there for each other, and I would do anything for her.
Eventually, Dave said, you know you've actually outgrown this home. You're fully occupied, you have a wait list, and you've shown us that your fundraising abilities could support a larger project.
We made the determination that we were going to build a brand new home, own the home, make sure that home was handicap accessible, and have far more capacity. And so we set out to do that.
Building this house was absolutely the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. When we received our certificate of occupancy, I just fell to the ground and bawled my eyes out.
This house is a dream.
As you see, the place looks like home.
We now have just an incredibly dedicated, passionate team. And when you add in the volunteers who donate so much time, it's just a great team.
This mission has cultivated so many volunteers.
Once I could see the building going up from my office door, I said, that's it, I'm in. So I began to volunteer here.
The first volunteer that we had is still our volunteer.
I went and I cleaned the bathrooms and I changed sheets. That's how it began. It has evolved the way it's supposed to. And I just feel incredibly blessed that I'm a part of it, and I always will be.
When I tell people that I volunteer at Mary's Place, they always ask me, how could you do this? It must be so sad. Oh my God, I laugh harder here than any place else. It is a place of joy.
From day one, it was our goal to be able to provide everything for free. And we can do that because we have a donor base that is giving of themselves. For every donor who's given anything, a wholehearted, heartfelt thank you.
Maria and Michelle, they are the heart behind this.
Incredibly resilient, passionate people. The lesson for me from Mary's Place, you're going to have tremendous roadblocks, and you just have to believe in yourself and fight every single day to make it work.
I'm really proud of my mom. I look up to her for everything.
We're so proud of you. That's all we can say.
Ability to have an obstacle be thrown at you, and instead of letting it beat you down, just jump right over it. That's really what she's taught me, and I'm blessed and so grateful to have you as a mom. I love you.
2 milestones this year, 10 years and 10,000 guests.
10,000.
10,000 is not a statistic. It's really our moms, our sisters, our spouses, our daughters, our best friends, the ladies of Mary's Place, and each one of them has had an incredible story.
10,000 women from all over the country. It's pretty amazing that we've grown this mission this far.
It's such a blessing and an honor.
They think they've got it where they want it now, until they build another one. You know what I mean?
It's really incredible to think about how it all started really with this idea.
The minute I walked through the door, I got goosebumps. I knew this was the place that I needed to be.